Japan is living in the future while the rest of us are basically stuck in 2010 with our sad little automatic faucets that never work properly. They've got smart toilets that analyze your health, train conductors who bow to passengers, and vending machines that dispense everything from hot coffee to fresh eggs. They've mastered convenience in ways that make our so called modern cities look like medieval villages. And honestly, once you see what Japan has perfected, you'll never be satisfied with your local infrastructure again. Watch to the end because number 10 will make you question why we're still living like cavemen. Alright, let's get into it. Number 1, the heated toilet seats with built-in bidets. These aren't just toilets. They're thrones of comfort and hygiene that make you question why you've been using dry, cold toilet paper your entire life. These smart toilets come with warming functions, adjustable water pressure and temperature, and even air dryers. Some models even analyze your waste for health indicators, sending data to your phone. It's the perfect marriage of comfort, cleanliness, and health monitoring that makes you feel like royalty. Why is this not everywhere? It's 2024 and we're still wiping with paper like it's the dark ages. Meanwhile, the rest of us are doing the awkward hover dance over public toilet seats, creating makeshift toilet paper covers and emerging from bathroom breaks feeling somehow less clean than when we went in. It's simple, it's clever. It makes everything else feel outdated. Number 2, the convenience stores that are actually convenient. Japanese konbini like 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and Lawson aren't just places to buy overpriced hot dogs and stale coffee. They're one-stop life hubs where you can pay bills, buy concert tickets, ship packages, get quality meals, and even withdraw cash from the ATM. The food selection is mind-blowing with fresh onigiri, bento boxes, and seasonal delicacies that actually taste good. They're clean, well-stocked, and open 24/7 with staff who actually seem happy to help you. Why is this not everywhere? Convenience stores in most countries are basically just gas station bathrooms with snack aisles attached. Meanwhile, the rest of us are making separate trips to the post office, the bank, the pharmacy, and the grocery store, like it's some kind of scavenger hunt just to handle basic life tasks. It's simple, it's clever, it makes everything else feel outdated. Number 3, the punctual train system that actually respects your time. Japanese trains don't just arrive on time, they arrive to the second. If a train is even a minute late, it's considered a significant delay that requires an apology. The conductors and station staff bow to passengers as a sign of respect. The trains are impeccably clean, with designated quiet cars where people actually refrain from talking on their phones. There are women-only cars during rush hours to prevent harassment. The system is so efficient that you can plan your entire day down to the minute without worrying about transportation delays. Why is this not everywhere? Public transportation in most countries is basically a game of roulette where you might get where you're going eventually, maybe. Meanwhile, the rest of us are stuck in traffic, dealing with canceled trains, and having to build 30-minute buffers into every journey because our transportation systems are about as reliable as a weather forecast. It's simple. It's clever. It makes everything else feel outdated. Number 4, the vending machines that sell literally everything. Japan has over 5 million vending machines, roughly 1 for every 23 people. And they don't just sell sodas and chips. You can get hot coffee in a can, fresh eggs, umbrellas, ties, batteries, hot meals, and even alcohol. Some are connected to the internet and can be monitored remotely for stock and maintenance. During natural disasters, these machines can be programmed to dispense free drinks to emergency workers and affected residents. They're everywhere, on remote mountain trails, in tiny villages, and throughout bustling cities. Why is this not everywhere? Our vending machines are basically just metal boxes that steal your money and occasionally give you a room temperature soda. Meanwhile, the rest of us have to plan our entire day around business hours, driving to multiple stores just to grab basic necessities and hoping the corner store has what we need after 9 p.m. It's simple. It's clever. It makes everything else feel outdated. Number 5, the plastic food models outside restaurants. In Japan, you never have to wonder what you're ordering because restaurants display incredibly realistic plastic replicas of every dish outside. These aren't cheap, waxy imitations. They're meticulously crafted works of art that show portion sizes, ingredients, and presentation. You can literally point to what you want without speaking the language or struggling with menu translations. It takes the anxiety out of dining, especially for tourists or people with dietary restrictions. The industry making these models is so specialized that artisans train for years to perfect the craft. Why is this not everywhere? We're still playing menu roulette, hoping that chef's special isn't something we hate, or that the portion size won't leave us hungry. Meanwhile, the rest of us are squinting at tiny photos on our phones, trying to decipher confusing menu descriptions, and sending back dishes that look nothing like what we imagined. It's simple. It's clever. It makes everything else feel outdated. If you're enjoying this so far, please give it a like. It really helps. Alright, let's get back to it. Number 6. The multifunctional bathrooms with separate areas. Japanese bathrooms are typically designed with 3 separate spaces: the toilet room, the sink area, and the bathing room. The bathing room contains a deep tub for soaking and a separate shower area with a handheld sprayer. The entire room is waterproof, so you can spray water everywhere without worrying about damage. Many Japanese people wash themselves thoroughly before entering the tub, which means the bathwater stays clean and can be shared by the whole family. Some high-tech bathrooms even have control panels for filling the tub, setting the water temperature, and even programming a bath to be ready when you get home. Why is this not everywhere? We're still dealing with shower curtains that breed mildew, bathroom floors that get soaked every time someone bathes, and the constant battle between people who want long baths and those who need to use the toilet. Meanwhile, the rest of us are stepping onto cold, wet bathroom floors in the middle of the night, dealing with foggy mirrors after showers and trying to keep our toothbrushes away from toilet spray. It's simple. It's clever. It makes everything else feel outdated. Number 7. The organized recycling system that actually works. Japan has one of the most comprehensive and effective recycling systems in the world. Residents are required to sort their waste into numerous categories, sometimes more than 20 different types. Each category has specific collection days, and the rules are strictly enforced. The result is that Japan recycles about 84% of its plastic compared to less than 30% in the United States. Many Japanese products are even designed with recycling in mind, using minimal packaging and materials that are easy to separate and process. Some communities have reward systems where residents can earn points or discounts at local stores for proper recycling. Why is this not everywhere? We're still arguing about whether recycling even works while drowning in single-use plastics and overflowing landfills. Meanwhile, the rest of us are guiltily tossing everything into one bin, hoping it magically gets sorted somewhere, and buying products with enough packaging to survive a nuclear apocalypse. It's simple. It's clever. It makes everything else feel outdated. Number 8. The disaster preparedness that's built into daily life. Japan is one of the most disaster-prone countries in the world, with frequent earthquakes, tsunamis, and typhoons. But instead of living in constant fear, they've integrated preparedness into every aspect of society. Buildings are constructed with advanced earthquake-resistant technology. Every September 1st, Disaster Prevention Day, schools and companies nationwide conduct drills. Emergency supplies and evacuation routes are clearly marked everywhere. Many homes have emergency kits, and convenience stores stock extra supplies during disaster seasons. There's even a nationwide early warning system that sends alerts to phones before earthquakes hit. Why is this not everywhere? We're basically crossing our fingers and hoping natural disasters don't happen to us, then panicking and hoarding toilet paper when they do. Meanwhile, the rest of us have no idea where our local evacuation shelter is, couldn't find our flashlight if our life depended on it, and would probably try to Instagram a tsunami instead of running for higher ground. It's simple. It's clever. It makes everything else feel outdated. Number 9. The customer service that actually serves. Japanese customer service operates on a principle called omotenashi, which translates to wholehearted hospitality. It's not just about being polite, It's about anticipating needs and exceeding expectations without being asked. Store clerks bow to customers, wrap purchases with meticulous care, and walk you to the door. When you leave a restaurant, the staff often bows and thanks you until you're out of sight. If you forget something in a taxi, the driver will often go out of their way to return it. Lost wallets are frequently turned in with all the money intact. This level of service extends across all industries, from luxury hotels to fast food restaurants. Why is this not everywhere? We've normalized customer service that ranges from indifferent to actively hostile, with employees who seem personally offended that you're asking them to do their jobs. Meanwhile, the rest of us are dealing with cashiers who can't be bothered to look up from their phones, waiting on hold for hours just to speak to a human, and being treated like an inconvenience rather than the reason the business exists. It's simple. It's clever. It makes everything else feel outdated. Number 10. The urban design that prioritizes people over cars. Japanese cities, despite their high population densities, are remarkably livable because they're designed for humans, not just vehicles. Sidewalks are wide and well maintained. Streets are often narrow, which naturally slows down traffic. There are covered shopping arcades that allow pedestrians to shop comfortably in any weather. Many downtown areas are pedestrian only, especially on weekends. Train stations are integrated with shopping centers, creating seamless transitions between transportation and daily activities. Even in crowded areas like Tokyo, there's an underlying order to the chaos. People stand on the correct side of escalators, queue in orderly lines, and generally follow unspoken rules of public etiquette. Why is this not everywhere? We've designed our cities around the needs of cars, creating sprawling, unwalkable urban areas where you can't even buy milk without driving 2 miles. Meanwhile, the rest of us are dodging traffic on narrow sidewalks, breathing exhaust fumes while waiting to cross 6-lane roads, and spending hours each week just getting from point A to point B in our metal boxes. It's simple, it's clever, it makes everything else feel outdated. So there you have it. 10 everyday Japanese innovations that make life better in ways you didn't even know you needed. What ties all these things together is that Japan doesn't just ask, does it work? But, how does it make people feel? Whether it's the warmth of a heated toilet seat on a cold morning, or the peace of mind that comes from knowing your train will arrive exactly when it's supposed to. Japanese design prioritizes human dignity, comfort, and efficiency. It's not about having the biggest or the flashiest. It's about having the thoughtfully designed. These aren't luxuries. They're basic quality of life improvements that somehow haven't made their way around the globe. If you found this eye-opening and want to see more ways Japan is leaving the rest of us in the dust, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. There's a whole world of Japanese innovations that will make you wonder why we're all still living like it's 1999. Click on this video to watch how Japan's futuristic technology is changing everything from farming to elderly care. Or watch the one on your end screen about Japanese cultural habits that the world desperately needs to adopt.